Ooh, it's a hot one. Yeah, they say it's 95.9. Who's that? My buddy Spooky. Yeah, we gotta check on something. Come on there, Spooky. What you got going on there? Doing some scratching? You are? Ooh, what are you doing out here on this here hot asphalt? Hey, I gotta find something. Yeah, we gotta get back on that mower a little bit. Oh, yeah, there it is. Tape measure. Yeah, I know, Spooky. Yep, everything's looking a little bit droopy. Can't be helped. We done poured the water to it. But we got a job ahead. And we got out one of our tools we use quite often here in our gardens. You know, I've always been big about vertical gardening. Yeah, ever since a child. Well, my grandfather was. My grandmother's. My daddy. Mama didn't garden. But as you can see, we got some cucumbers up there that are climbing to the sky. Yeah, we got to give them a little hand. And I also want to see just how high have they climbed? How high are y'all's? Or maybe you let yours run on the ground. So then again, how long are yours? Yeah, it's just a question of interest. To feed my curiosity. So hey, we got to go ahead and climb up. Y'all hold on. Don't be scared. Oh, seeing some little droppings there. That's never a good sign. Yep, bugs. Oh, yeah, I like to come up here and attach my little tendrils to the cucumbers. This third one down here. Yep. It hasn't really been growing as well as number one and number two. Number three lagging behind by anywhere from a foot to nearly 2 feet. But I wonder how tall these are. So I brought a tape measure. 25 feet. Hopefully that'll be enough. And I'm curious, just how tall are they right now? But they ain't gonna get too much taller before they start going back down. Because that right there is as far as I'm climbing up to make the trellis. Well, it would appear that tallest one right there is 9 foot 1 inch, or a little lower. We'll say 9 foot 1.5 inches. Yeah, that's up here. And this one here, it's hard to get right beside it. Oh, looking like it's about 106. Yep. And this one here is lagging behind, whatever reason. It's down there below 8 feet. So yeah. So, that begs the question. How tall have your cucumbers grown so far? And do you trellis them up? Probably use hog panels. It seem to be real popular. Even though those are mighty pricey. Yes, they are. I used to use fencing. Yep. Now, I just weave this net. Or trellis, as I call it. Sometimes, you know, in the past, when I was flush with money, I'd buy netting. But then you got to cut it to the size of your arbor you want to do. Yeah. There's always waste involved. And hey, this is how my great-granddaddy did it. My grandpa, my daddy. Sometimes I think they'd go out and they'd weave their trellises with string. Back then it was baling twine. Yep. Pretty rough on the fingers. Yeah. And and their gardens were hundreds of times larger than mine. Even back when I used to garden for the entire family here. Yep. But families were bigger than they are these days. Yep, I'm seeing some signs of some caterpillar droppings. And something to note during this here heat wave, and they say it's only going to get worse next week. See, today they had us forecast for 100. Tomorrow 102. And there are days next week, starting Tuesday, where they got us forecasted from anywhere from 102 to 105 in June. Yeah. And like I say, it's not like we ain't seen that before, but it has been a long time. In fact, what is it? WFFA? Yeah. WAFA did a story on it. You know, back in the late 1800s, early 1900s, we had temperatures like this. Surely we did. We come down there, now we know how tall they are. And I can see right here, I got a couple of runners that are trying to get away from me and go somewhere else. I'm gonna have to deal with them. So, I'm gonna have to put y'all down. Yeah. Before they snatch on to something else. We'll be back in just a moment. Here, I'll set y'all over in the shade. Hey, I'll be kind, because I'm going back out in that blazing sun, okay? Well, Spooky, what do you say? No. Having a little itch, huh? Or scratching your itch. Yeah. Well, we set y'all down over in the shade. And it's a little bit later on in the day. And you can tell that. Because now, primarily this garden bed is going in the shade. As the sun's starting to head over the canopy of the oak. You know, the big one out front. Yeah, so it'll be in partial shade or in partial sun. Everything will perk up nicely. Yeah, we're going to leave the ladder there. Because like I say, I like to help the cucumbers as they travel to the sky. You know that story, Jack and the Beanstalk? Yeah. Well, Jack may have had a beanstalk. And I've got them too over here. They're not too far behind the cucumbers. But they're already running out of poles. And I thought about extending the poles. And I said, no, they can just trail down to the ground. Because that's what pole beans will do. Yep. Those there poles right there are 8 feet tall, a little over. It's tall enough. I think up there to the top of that last brace is 11 feet. And that too is tall enough. I think in 2018, best I could measure, the cucumbers went up, came back down, came across the driveway here. And you can see all that in my garden walkabouts in 2018. I think total length of the cucumber vines by the time frost came was 28 or maybe 32 feet. I don't actually remember. Okay, that's why I got videos. I can go back and watch them. Not that it's important. Yeah, but I'm proud of them. We haven't got a cucumber off them yet, but they haven't been in all that long. I think now. This is only what, their 4th week? And for the last 2 weeks, and for the week coming, we've been in a severe heat wave. So everything's sort of in survival mode. But we'll talk about that more tomorrow in our Sunday garden update. Yeah. So hey, down in the comments, maybe you'll let me know how high your cucumbers are or how long. And getting back to that Jack guy, you know, that big giant beanstalk went all the way up into the heavens. And Jack went up there and of course found a castle and found a giant. The giant wasn't all too happy. Chased him back down that beanstalk. And Jack wound up cutting it down. Now as you see me, you know, we all climbed up that ladder, and that was the first time I ever carried all of y'all anywhere up on top of my head. So please, you know, give me a break on the video quality. We're still learning as we go. It ain't like we're professionals. But yeah, I had all of you up on the bill of the Prime South hat. Y'all were pretty heavy too. Yep, it was pretty crowded up on the top of that ladder. But considering all things, I'm pretty happy with the cucumbers. A lot of people are giving up. This heat's been tremendous. Heat indexes 110 to 115 to 120 every day, every day. Today's not all that bad. I think we're currently 93 at the moment, 3 in the afternoon. As you can see, we got a nice breeze coming in from the northeast, which is becoming a thing. It hasn't been a thing in most of the time that I've lived in the deep south, but it's been a thing now for several weeks, as you saw from those storms that came across us in the darkness of the night. And Kitty Crew, they've all found shade. Yep, they had their breakfast and they had their lunch. The bowls are pretty much picked clean. Yep, about 3 more hours, it'll be supper time. And they'll all be right here on the front porch. We got blueberry picking in the morning, first thing, at first light. Yeah, we got Lily in the window waiting for me. She's made short work of our plastic. Well, we need to replace it anyway. Don't know if you can hear out in the distance. Maybe you can. The sound of the wind chimes as they sing their song in the breeze. I'm thinking, for now, the day is about done. Got some things to pick up. And in doing so, it finishes up a project that's been 6 days in the making. Or in the breaking, whichever way you want to look at it. Hey, Mr. Gray. You gonna come on over here with Papa? You my buddy. Come on. Nope. You're gonna lay right there in the cool grass, aren't you? I don't blame you. Yep, y'all tuckered out. This heat's pretty hard on people. Can you think about how hard it is if you were wearing a fur coat? Really? Well, y'all, pardon my appearance. We're looking a little scruffy. And we smell even more scruffy. This is the way it is in real life. I'm not going to go in and take a shower and shave and get all cleaned up and dudded up just to make a video. This is how it is today. In fact, we've looked a lot worse than we have right now. Soaked with sweat, at least most of that is dried now, thankfully to the wind. So hey, yeah, in the comments below the video, let's talk about gardens. How's yours doing? Wherever you are. Are you suffering through this heat wave and this drought like we are here? Then you might say, well, you've got rain. 4 inches, 2 weeks, ain't a lot. Not when you got heat indexes of 110 to 120. And I've shown you how the plants suffer. I haven't showed you how I suffer. Yeah, I get to looking pretty damn. Pretty, what is it? Discombobulated? Yeah. Whoa. I look like a hobo. It's been drugged behind a train. But, as of right now, I finished a project that's been haunting me since Sunday. And it's all about perseverance. And I want you to think about that word and what it means to you, or what you think it means. And we'll talk about that again on another day. So hey, until I, Mr. Gray, Magoo's out there underneath the holly. You saw Spooky. I'm sure Speedy's over by our favorite place, the bird bath. Cleo's down at her second home. Then of course, saw Lily bit in the window, wanting me to come in where it's cool. Gracie, last I saw her, she was conked out on the couch. And then Heathcliff, he was over here shortly for lunch. I'll see you on the next video. Y'all take care out there. Hey, stay safe. Stay hydrated when outdoors. I know many of you are out there sweating to the oldies too, just like I am. And I am so proud of you. But hey, if you can't, get out some mason jars. Get out some bean seed. Have a hand at making sprouts. Or hey, what about microgreens in the comfort of your home? Hey, if you want to make a garden, there's a way, whether indoors or out. That's where that word perseverance comes back into play, right? Well, hey, like I said, until we all see y'all on the next video, y'all take care. Stay safe. And God bless you as you bless others. Goodbye for now. Mr. Gray, y'all tuckered on out, buddy. You are. You my big bud. Ooh. Looking good. We gotta take the brush to you some more, okay? You like the brush, don't you? You're my buddy. You and Spooky. Magoo's starting to. Oh, he's all conked out over here in the shade. Oh, I see we got a flower arrangement that blew in from the cemetery. Magoo, you sleeping upside down, buddy? You okay? You okay, Magoo? You are? You know when you wake up, you're cranky old guy, aren't you? Well, I'm thinking you're the oldest, so you got the right. Well, I just wanted to come check on you since you were laying there upside down. Okay? It ain't like you no spring chicken anymore. Right? Well, Take your old grumpy self back. Continue your nap. We'll see you at chow time. Yeah. Of course, who ain't a little grumpy when we're woken up out of our sleep? Right, Mr. Gray? You're even grumpy too, aren't you? You are? Yeah. I think the only one that ain't grumpy when they wake up is Spooky. You big guy. Oh, there he is. Come on. What? What? Oh. You okay? You okay? Cleo. I didn't even know where you were at. Were you out and back in the bamboo forest? Why you gotta be a curmudgeon? Come on. I'll get you some more kit and caboodle to hold you over. Okay? Yeah. My kitties. It's always something. What are you two doing? Yep, I'm coming. I'm gonna get some more, Cleo. Let me get on in. Later, all.